What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PrizePicks Prop Show right here on our FTN Network YouTube page. That's my best impression of Michael Govier. I love the Gove. I don't know if I can bring in as much enthusiasm as he does in all of his videos, but we'll try it out. I have a few plays here for you. A couple NHL PrizePicks plays for you. If you're unfamiliar with PrizePicks, it's very simple. Over or under on a player's prop, their fantasy score. They got points, they got shots, they got block shots, everything over at PrizePicks, and you can mix and match across all the sports that you love, and they have them all over at prizepicks.com. And as you see there, right there on the screen, FTN is a promo code for you, 100% first time deposit match up to $100 using that promo code. And you are now officially in the PrizePicks Prop Show. I wanted to do that one more time for the go. Okay, so we're going to start here with Connor McDavid. I don't think you really need me to tell you that Connor McDavid is good at the game of hockey. 44 goals, career high. I think everybody heard. I think he heard the noise. It's all your guys' fault. McDavid, Matthews, who's better? Oh, McDavid doesn't score any goals. And he's like, really? I don't score any goals? Okay, fine. I'm going to score a bunch of goals here. He's been shooting the puck like an absolute psycho lately as well. 9 shots on goal in his last game. This should be a fun matchup. McDavid against Crosby. These two are always compared. And McDavid had picked up his 800 point the other day, 5th fastest in the NHL to do so. It should be a fun matchup between these two teams. It's a high total game, too, at 7. McDavid, 9 shots, as I mentioned in his last game. He's been right at this number over his last few. 9, 4, 4, 8, 7, 4, and 5. So I got to take the over 4 for Connor McDavid here tonight. I think he's going to have a couple goals. He just logs so much ice time. So we're not breaking any news here. We're starting off very strong, though. Another player that I like tonight, Alex Ovechkin, also at 4.5 shots. He's been away over the last 4 games. He has missed all losses for Washington. Man, they have really struggled as a team. Of course, he is the heartbeat of the Washington Capitals. When he's not in the lineup, this team does not do anything. They can't score goals. They can't generate any offense. Wishing Ovechkin all the best as he returns tonight to the lineup after missing the past couple weeks due to the passing of his father. A really good matchup for Ovechkin tonight. And that's not the reason I'm after him because he hasn't played in a couple weeks. I really do like this spot against the Anaheim Ducks. According to Natural Stat Trick, over the last 6 weeks of the season, Anaheim has allowed the most shot attempts, shots, scoring chances, high danger chances. They have the highest expected goals against rate in the league. And you guessed it, a league high 4.06 goals against at 5-5 per 60 from our friends over at Natural Stat Trick. Ovechkin can get to this number with a couple power plays, and that's one thing Anaheim as well. They're just not disciplined. They're not a great hockey team. They're not good, obviously, at 5-5, but they're among the leaders in taking penalties as well. We know all about Ovechkin. He basically lives on the power play. He's one of the few players in the NHL that stays on the ice for the entire 2 minutes, and he is the trigger man, of course, on that power play. So the over 4.5 for Ovechkin. Let's get to some other guys with some smaller numbers here. Alex Tuch has been one of my favorite players to go to all season long. He's having a career year with the Buffalo Sabres. His first full season with the Sabres, 27 goals, 61 points in 55 games. Those are career best numbers for him, including 1901 per game. Just overall his time on the ice per game and on the power play as well. He is having a career year in terms of ice time on the power play. He's averaging 2.9 shots per game. He has cleared 2.5 shots in 26 of his last 33 hockey games. It's pretty consistent. It's a bit of a tougher spot against the Tampa Bay Lightning, but just that ice time, you know, the little bit of a desperation there as the Buffalo Sabres can smell the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So maybe a little bit more ice time for him this evening as well. Maybe some double shifts and things like that. But I like the over 2.5 on Alex Tuch. And also 2.5 shots here for Victor Arvidsson. I haven't gone to Arvidsson really all that much this season, but I notice he's healthy. And he's logging a lot of ice time in the first 2 minutes of the season, 16 minutes per game. The last 2 minutes, just shy of 18. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's an extra minute here. He has cleared 2.5 shots on goal in 3 straight games and 7 of his last 9. His last few games, 4, 3, 5, and 3. So he has been clearing consistently. Look at that bucket, the chrome bucket. Oh my goodness. Good job, George, picking that one. Those helmets are super weird. They're on the bench. They're looking up at the Jumbotron. I can see the highlights in their helmet on the Jumbotron, but that's okay. NHL's a little bit different with some of those buckets that have come out lately, but I'm all about it. You know, you would think that this is a tough matchup against the New Jersey Devils. They've been one of the better 5-5 teams in the NHL this season. But over the last 2 months, that's not the case. Since January 1st, again, from our friends over at Natural Stat Trick, they have allowed the 7th most shot attempts at 5 and 5 per 60. So taking Victor Arvidsson over 2.5. And one more on the way out that I like that just popped up on PrizePicks, and I tried to find it on Dangle Bet Silly, but I could not. Mikey Eyssimont. That's right. Mikey Eyssimont of the San Jose Sharks over 2.5 shots. Dude doesn't even have a pitcher over at PrizePicks. He is getting an opportunity to play on the top line with Timo Meier out. It looks like the Sharks are going to deal Timo Meier. He's been San Jose's best player this season. He leads the NHL in shot attempts, shots for, expected goals for at 5 and 5. He's been unbelievable, especially on the power play as well. So him not playing has given more ice time to a guy like Mikey. His last few games, 6, 5, 3, 4, and 4. This guy has crushed 2.5 shots over his last 5 games, 22 over that span. He had a game against the Penguins a couple weeks ago where he had 9 shots on goal. 18 minutes is what he played in the last game. Top line with Logan Couture, also playing on the second power play as well. Mikey Eyssimont over 2.5 shots. McDavid over 4.5. Actually, I think it's at 4. Ovechkin over 4.5. Tuch and Victor Arvidsson over 2.5 as well. PrizePicks.com for you. FTN is the promo code. We have our free Discord channel over at PrizePicks as well. You can visit it by going to ftndaily.com and clicking Discord up at the top. And also ftndaily.com/free will get you in to see all of our other PrizePicks plays as well. Good luck on the ice, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.